Hi, so today we are discussing the topic of GSM Architecture and Services. So GSM is a global system for mobile communication. So it can be implemented in the second generation cellular network. So it can be transfer voice data and data information using a digital modulation. So the first one is GSM services. So we are having three different types of services. One is teleservices, barrier or data services, and supplementary services. So teleservices, it is used to send the data or send the voice communication between the one place to another place. So second one, data services, it is used to store the data information what we are sending or what we are receiving in the mobile through the mobile phone. And the last one, supplementary services, provide the additional feature or additional representation for the mobile phone technologies. So maybe a call recording information, or call forwarding, or call waiting. Likewise, we are having additional features in the voice communication. So first one, we are having telecommunication services. So telecommunication services that enable the voice communication through the mobile phones. So what are the services it will be offered? One is mobile telephony, and second one emergency calling. So what is the meaning of mobile telephony? It communicate the sender to receiver, and what are the representation of receiving data from one place to another place. And the second one is emergency calling. So emergency calling having a representation. So for example, if you are having emergency representation, number one, we are having saving any one mobile phone in the emergency calling, and number two, we are saving another number. Means if you are having any emergency, immediately if you are make a long press in the one, we can communicate what we are saving in the one mobile number. And also, if your mobile phone is locked, at that time we are representing the emergency only. So at that time, if you are making any call to that particular emergency number, what we are storing in the particular representation. The next one, barrier services. Barrier services means we are communicating the data services information transferred between the GSM and other network. So other network is a PSTN, ISTN. So this is a representation through the mobile phone can send the data from one place to another place. And second thing is the short message services is also implemented in the barrier services. So in the short message services having a 160 alphanumeric data transmission from one terminal to another terminal. Voice mailbox also implemented with the help of your barrier services. So next one, supplementary services. So what are the things related to the supplementary services? Call waiting. So if you are having any one call, automatically the second person making a call to you now, at the time you can get the notification. So who can make a call during the call time. Call hold. So if you are having any call, if you are having a waiting a call, at the time you can hold the previous caller and we can switch over to the new caller. Call barriers. So it can be representing all calls, outgoing calls and incoming calls. You can represent the call barrier. Call forwarding. So if you are busy at the time, you can make a forward call can be forward to the another mobile number. This is also possible in the supplementary services. And conference call. So making a large number, more than two people can communicate in the single call by using your supplementary services with the help of your call conferencing. So the next one, GSM system architecture. So in this system architecture, we are having majorly we are having three representation. One is mobile station, base station subsystem, and network subsystem. So in the base mobile station, we are having two representation. One is mobile equipment and SIM card. So the SIM card can be implemented in the mobile equipment. So this SIM card, mobile station and base station subsystem can be classified or can be differentiated with the help of UM interface. And the same thing, that base station subsystem having two representation. One is base transceiver station and base station controller. So these two can be scripted or these two can be separated by using A BIOS interface. The next one, base station subsystem and network subsystem can be separated with the help of A interface. In the network subsystem, we are having a number of registers. So what are the registers? First one, home locator register, visitor locator register, and equipment identity register, and authentication center. So all the networks having in the network subsystem. So intermediately, how can you communicate with the base station subsystem and network subsystem? With the help of BSC and MSC. So BSC is a base station controller and MSC is a mobile service switching center. So base station controller, it will be send the control or send the information to the MSC. So the MSC will sending this information, it will be switched over to the BSTN or an ISTN or PSPDN, CSDN. So these are the network, the transfer network protocol. It is used to send the data from one place to another place through the any frequency representation or frequency channel. So these are the basic architecture. So next one we can see one by one. So this is a system architecture. So I can explain all those things, the three separation. So what are the three separation? In individually how it will be classified in this previous diagram I explained. So the next one, mobile station. So for example, mobile station having mobile equipment. So mobile equipment is a portable device or handheld device. So it can be implemented with the help of IMEI number, that is International Mobile Equipment Identity. It is used to identify the particular device, and it can be used for voice and data communication. It monitoring the power, signal quality and surrounding cells optimum handover. So this is a representation of mobile equipment. The next one, SIM card, that is subscriber identity module. So this is having a international mobile subscriber identity. Each and every SIM card can be identified. So this is used for represent it can be used for saving the message, saving the mobile number. It can be used for sending the message or receiving the message. So the SIM card can be protected with the help of password, that is a PIN. It can be moved from one phone to another phone. That is we can remove the SIM card from one phone and we can be installing the same SIM card to the another phone based on the some activation representation. So the next one, base station subsystem. So base station subsystem can be separated with the help of A-BIOS interface, that allowing the following components: base transceiver station and base station controller. Base transceiver station, it can be receive the data from the mobile equipment, and it can be encode, encrypt, multiplex and modulate and feed the RF signals to the antenna. It can be communicate to the BSC. So BSC is a main control, and it can be switch over the data or information can be switched over to the MSC with the help of your interface representation. So in this next one, base station controller, so it can be control all the signals, radio resource, calls, mobile station, all the communication, all the content or all the information, all the process can be controlled by the base station controller for the base station subsystem. The next one is network switching subsystem. We are having a MSC, HLR, VLR authentication and equipment identity register. So in this first one, mobile switching center. So mobile switching center is a main thing. It is used for making a communication between the GSM and other networks. So it will be collecting the information from the base station controller and it will be sending the information to the other network, that is PSTN, ISTN, like this. And the next one is home locator register. So home location register is used for store the information and it will be having a local area network, it having stored the information. Database contain IMSA number and MSISDN number, and it will be representing the prepaid and postpaid roaming restriction and supplementary services. All the data information can be located in the home locator register. So what is the thing is, the basic information for your mobile SIM card, that type of information can be stored in the home location register, that is HLR. So next one, visitor location register. It is used for temporary database. So for example, if you are entering in the new area, at the time it will not having a permanent storage. So that time that tower location or area cover representation, signal representation, all the temporary data will be stored in the visitor location register. So authentication center in providing the algorithm for security purpose. It will be protect the network operator, and it will be used for avoiding the fraud, and it will be protected the part of home location register. The last one, equipment identity register. So it will be storing all device identification register for the network. It will be tracking the headset using a IMEI number. It prevents the calls from stolen, unauthorized and defective mobile devices. So these are the representation of GSM architecture. Thank you.